What's up, guys? Kyle4 here, bringing you guys episode number 9 of our Pokemon Phoenix Gym Quest. If you haven't checked out Pokemon Phoenix, their link will be in the description below, along with all the music that I use. Today's episode is basically a compilation of 2 losses and then a rematch from one of the losses. I promised this video to you guys and the gym leaders and to myself that I wanted to show that I did lose a couple times, or a few times. I lost a total of 3 times this season during this quest. And so I wanted to show you guys the losses, go through my mistakes, what I learned, kind of refresh myself of all the mistakes that I made, and to not make those when I take on the Elite Four. And so after this, I'll make a video today of my team that I am bringing to the Elite Four. I'll go in depth of who I'm bringing, why I'm bringing them, their movesets, all that good stuff. So until then, let's focus on these battles. And so first up is Victor and his water team. You can see our teams right here. I really thought that he was going to bring a rain dance team, and I called it right on the money. So, well, not right on the money. I wasn't expecting a few things. So let's get right into the battle here against Victor. And you can see that I have Charizard Y to get rid of the rain and then just start solar beaming everything. I have Jolteon, Keldeo, Latios, who's a Choice Scarfed Energy Ball, Latios with, and then we have Lantern and Sylveon. So that's the team. Let's get right into the battle here against Victor. And so I'm just going to lead with Charizard because I just know that he's going to lead with Politoed, and activate his Rain. So I'm just going to get up my Sun, and then hopefully just go for a Solar Beam and just start annihilating his team. So that was the goal for me, was to really get rid of the Sun. I knew that was going to happen. And so here comes a Zoomerol, which I thought was weird, but I really didn't give much thought to it. And you're going to see here in a second, once my Sun takes out the rain, that this Zoomerol is a Sap Sipper Zoomerol, which just totally destroys everything that I'm trying to do. So we do go for the Solar Beam. Sap Sipper activates, his attack rises. Things are not looking good. So I'm going to withdraw a Charizard and go right into Lantern, thinking that he's going to go for a Water attack, and my Water Absorb will activate. But what really happens is he goes for Belly Drum, and so right now I'm not in a good position at all. Because all I have on this thing is Volt Switch. His Citrus Berry is going to activate, and we're stuck. Like, we are definitely stuck. With an Azumarill already set up on our team. So I go into Charizard, trying to see what he's going to go for. He goes for the Play Rough. I was hoping to take it because, I resist it, but because he gets a crit and he's max attack, so I don't think the crit mattered. So I go back out into Lantern. I have to get some Volt Switches off. I did not bring Thunderbolt or anything like that, but luckily we do take out the Azumarill, and so we do lose our Charizard at the expense of that, and so that really sucks. That my win condition's already gone. I wasn't thinking this battle, I wasn't thinking it through. But we go to Jolteon, who's I think it's Choice Specs, and then he's going to send out Politoed, get the Drizzle. So it's raining again. And right here, I either should have switched out or went for Hidden Power Grass, because he does go into his Swampert, his Mega Swampert, who does have Swift Swim. And I did not realize that Mega Swampert got Swift Swim. So that really sucks. So there's the Mega Swampert, who does have the Swift Swim, which doubles his speed. And so he's going to go for the Power Up Punch, which is going to raise his attack, and then he can just go for Ice Punches to take out Latios. And so, like I'm saying, like, this battle was short, sweet, very disappointing. Wasn't sweet at all. It was short and sour. Because I mean, there's just nothing I can do here. Because of the power-up punch, attack boost, none of my Pokemon are going to be able to live any of these moves. So it's pretty much a sweep from here. He does go for the waterfall on my Sylveon, and it's over. So, I mean, what I had to take away from this battle was that, you know, I definitely need to have something that can, you know, one, like the thing is, if I can just outspeed this, if I can just outspeed the Swampert, I mean, I win easily. So I did come back and rematch Victor, and I changed my team up a little bit. You could say I was countering, and I'll admit I kind of countered. But I knew that the gym badge wasn't going to count towards the quest, and so that is why I kind of implemented the rule where I have to beat the gym leader on the first turn, or the first try, because I could just counter the team, or they could try to counter my team. And then also I added a rule: if I do lose, and let's say there was only 8 gym leaders available, and I do lose, I implemented a rule where I can only switch out one Pokemon from the team. I can't just sit there and counter their team by switching out all these Pokemon and making all these moves. The rule is I have to bring 5 of the same Pokemon, and I can switch out one person. So that was the battle. It was terrible. Very, very terrible. So that's one. I'll be right back with the rematch. So give me 1 second, and I'll be right back. I feel terrible for, like, I'm kind of embarrassed to even upload this video because I countered his team, and I mean, it's silly, but that's what I did. I wanted to get the badge. I wanted to make sure I got the badge, but that's why I implemented all those rules. That way this doesn't happen and it feels like it's cheap. But I wanted to show you the loss and then the rematch, and then I'll show you Lewis's battle as well. So I'm just going to speed this up ×2 because it is like 11 minutes long, as you can see. And I'm trying to get all 3 of these videos into one battle. So, or one video, I'm sorry. So let's go ahead and begin. So that is the team: Jolteon, Superior, Uxie, Jellicent, Alakazam, Jolteon. I can't remember the rest of them. Anyway, so we're going to hit Hidden Power, which is Hidden Power Grass. And so, I mean, it's just a total counter team. I had to basically bring Alakazam because it's the only thing that can outspeed the Mega Swampert. And so an Energy Ball had a chance to knock it out, and that's what I went for. So he's going to Rapid Spin the Stealth out of the way. I love Uxie. You guys, I've brought him before. I do have him in my league. My league team has Uxie on it. But anyway, so there's the Azumarill. I'm not trying to do too much commentary. I'm just going to kind of let you guys watch. But, you know, I had to bring something that could get rid of stat changes, something that could help against the weather, and then just stubbornness on my end. I've lost so many matches because I don't want to switch out because my move will hit this time, or I can live it, or I just get so stubborn sometimes. And so, you know, I've learned to really play patiently, make the proper switches, make the proper plays. I mean, just because the match isn't going my way doesn't mean that I need to, you know, stay in and stick it to my opponent, because it doesn't work like that, because you'll lose. You know, you'll lose. So we do have Hidden Power Grass, or Hidden Power Electric on my Superior, and so definitely not, I mean, who's gonna run Hidden Power Electric on a Superior? You know what I'm saying? So he does miss the play rough. Some things went my way this battle, especially when all your Pokemon can hit water types. I mean, definitely at a disadvantage, you know. So go back out to Uxie. He does Sludge Wave. I figured he'd be packing that. But the big thing that came down to this match is, can I beat him with my Mega Alakazam? Can I outspeed number 1? And number 2, does Energy Ball do enough damage? Like, that was basically it. And as you can see, that's what it's going to come down to. But he does have the Shell Smash Cloyster. I got scared for a little bit, but I brought the Clefable that I cannot remember the ability. I'm gonna have to look it up. Clefable. It's not Magic Guard. Unaware. That's what it is. So I brought the Clefable that had Unaware because I did not want to let his stat changes win him the game. And so, well, if you guys don't know what Unaware does, Unaware ignores all stat changes. So that was the reason why I went for Unaware instead of the Magic Guard Clefable. But Jellicent definitely walls the Cloyster. Actually, the Rock Blast does a lot. But the Icicle Spear, whatever it's called, it does about like 30 or 40%. But we beat him with the Giga Drain, and this match does go back and forth. Like, it wasn't like a pushover match either. Like, it took everything within me to win this one. So at that point, as you can see, Rotom is death fodder because of rocks and the damage I put on him before. So here he comes, the Politoed, trying to set up the rain and win this match. And so I was scared for sure. I totally should have went for Leaf Storm. I was trying to play it safe this time, and that's what I was doing. Like, I was trying to play it safe, you know, not lose. Like, that's what I was doing. So he goes on Tentacruel. Go for the Giga Drain. And right here, I figured that a Leaf Storm could kill. But I decided to go with Hidden Power Electric. Just get off as much damage as possible. So he goes for Sludge Wave, misses. So here comes my Alakazam. I'm going to Mega Evolve and start clicking Energy Ball and everything. Actually, I think I have Psychic on this thing too. Yeah, so I go for Psychic, take this thing out. At this point, I can just click Energy Ball the rest of the way. That was the plan anyways. So he brings in the Swampert because I think the rain will end soon. But we do get Energy Ball. We do outspeed. We do knock him out. I don't know. I think it was a roll to see if it was going to knock him out or not. But then Rotom goes down to the rocks. And then Politoed's going to die to rocks as well. And that's it. So there's the rematch. I know it wasn't very exciting. I did definitely counter. And so that's that. So the next video is going to be Lewis's fire gym battle, and so I'll be right back with it. May, who is Lewis, who is the fire type gym leader, hell of a battler. Had really fun with this match. We weren't able to rematch, but Lewis, I would love to rematch you one day if you're up for it. So if you're watching this, just know I'm definitely up for a rematch. So let's get this battle started. We're actually going to speed this one up as well. It's pretty lengthy. But here's Lewis and his fire team. This is a great battle, guys. Back and forth. Honestly, he does have the Ninetales, which is just ridiculously bulky from the special end. It has Hypnosis, and it hits a ton of Hypnosises this battle. And so this Rotom, I think it's Choice Specs, because it hits like a truck. Like it just ridiculously hits like a truck. Because I go for the sub, thinking that I can live the Dark Pulse, but I can't. It breaks the sub every time, so I'm just wasting time with Heatran trying to get subs up. But I do go for the Ancient Power. I wish Ancient Power had more PP, because you guys will see later on in the match that I run out of PP for the Ancient Power, and that's kind of when it all like goes downhill from there. So very unfortunate battle. Like, both of us were in really good positions to win the battle at different times, but some things did not go my way. and I ended up losing. So that's kind of how I see it. And this Ninetales is just a pain in the butt too because of the drought. Because as you can see, Scald's not going to do anything to the Ninetales from my Milotic. My win condition was definitely Garchomp and Heatran, because Heatran can take like all the hits from all these Pokemon, like all the fire hits for sure, because it has Slash Fire. And it's just bulky. And I have to substitute. Like, I really thought that I was gonna come in here and like wreck shot, but he keeps getting all these hypnosises off. Pokemon keep going, like Heatran just keeps getting put to sleep, and it's really annoying. But we just go back and forth for the longest time. But I felt really, really confident until this happened when he went for the overheat and it Okos my Conkeldurr. I really thought that Conkeldurr was a big part and a big player, a factor, I guess is what I'm trying to say, in this match. But I did go for the Rock Slide after he gets the Intimidate off with his Arcanine. And it does a really good amount. But throughout this battle, man, we just go back and forth. And it's a really good battle. Like, I felt really, really good until I started missing some moves. And you guys will see that here in a second. But so I'm just going to go into it before it really happens. But Garchomp, I really considered putting Stone Edge on Garchomp, but I didn't want to miss. I felt like going with Rock Slide is going to be a lot better, safer play than going for Stone Edge, because I think Rock Slide is it's either a 90 or 95% accuracy to hit. And so I went with Rock Slide. And really, I knew he was going to bring a Talonflame. And so that's why I brought Rock Slide instead of Stone Edge, because I knew I could survive a Brave Bird. He would take some recoil and some rough skin damage, and then 1 or 2 Rock Slides could kill him. And so that's what I was going to go for. But what ends up happening is I miss 2 Rock Slides in a row, after my entire reason of bringing Rock Slide is so I don't miss. Because that happens, I feel like that's why the game was lost. I really do, because I would have been fine. I would have been just fine if I would have hit the first 2 Rock Slides. But because that does, I can see maybe missing 1 Rock Slide, but I think I missed a total of 3 Rock Slides this entire match. And so I wasn't happy at all. But, that's going to be coming up here in a second. But yeah, we're almost done. We got about 3 minutes because it's going fast speed left. But right here is where the stubbornness kicks in that I was talking about earlier. I decide to stay in. I run out of Ancient Powers, and then I try to just Lava Plume this Talonflame. I don't know what I'm thinking, because the Talonflame has Bulk Up, and it's just going to set up. So again, I can't stop the weather, and I can't stop set up Pokemon. Those are kind of stopping set up Pokemon is probably my biggest weakness, because I feel like I can still take it out because of my stubbornness. Oh yeah, I can live that attack, or yeah, it's not going to be that bad. But that's why you got to run your calcs, and that's why you got to play patiently, and play to win the game, and not these little individual matches. Talonflame versus Heatran, or Talonflame versus Garchomp. So as you can see, there's where I missed everything, and the battle's pretty much over because he burns me. He can just roost up, bulk up, and just stall me out from there. And then because he bulks up so many times, he just sweeps the rest of my team. So, I mean, it's just really unfortunate. It's a really unfortunate loss. I just got to take it, learn from it. I was very disappointed to lose this, because if I would have won this battle, it would have been my 8th badge at that point in time. It would have been my 8th badge. And so I was really close to having my 8 badges, but my stubbornness and the missing of the Rock Slides, I should have brought a better team. I should have just played safe, kept my win conditions alive, brought someone who could heal Bell. I mean, there's a lot of things that I could have done differently, but I've learned from it. You know, I've learned from it, and after Lewis's battle, I don't think I lost again. So, and I feel really, really confident with my team for the Elite Four. But I've learned a lot, you know, throughout this quest, you know, what to do, what not to do, different, you know, items and move sets and abilities that you need to have and bring to be able to compete, you know, not only against just like type, you know, gym leaders, but just in battling in general. So, like I said, he's just stalling out, you know, my burn. There's nothing I can do about it. The battle is pretty much over. So, you know, props to Lewis. I know his playstyle is kind of like a stall-y, you know, stall you out kind of a thing, and so definitely worked in his favor this time. So congrats to him. You know, congrats to Victor as well. Like, he brought a really good grass team, or a really good rain team both times, because if my Alakazam doesn't outspeed the second time, like, I lose again. So luckily he outsped, and it did enough damage to knock him out. But anyways, you know, props to those guys. You know, thanks for the challenges. I learned a lot from the losses. I definitely want to give you guys your spot and your credit on YouTube, you know, for beating me. So that's the battle, guys. That's the episode as well. Like I said, I'm doing a team builder where I'm going to tell you guys who I'm bringing, why I'm bringing them, all their movesets, my plans, all the good stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. I know it really wasn't exciting. You know, maybe you like seeing me lose. I don't know. But, you know, if you guys like this video, please give me a like. If you haven't subscribed yet and you like my content, please subscribe. It means the world to me. Question of the day. So we've had, you know, what is your favorite shiny? What gym leader you would be in today's episode? Like, today's question of the day. Actually, I'm going to do, it's a two-part question. So, one, did you like the Pokemon Direct? Like, were you happy with everything? And two, are you going to get Sun or Moon? Are you hashtag Team Sun or hashtag Team Moon? So, guys, until next time, I'm KyleQuad4. I'll see you guys later.